Hello, hello. So I'm super excited to talk to you guys today about vaginal self-care, healing the emotions of the womb. So I want to welcome you all to episode 2 of Helping Women Heal. I'm Aisha Tatum, 4-time author, holistic life coach. And today I want to talk about vaginal self-care and how to heal emotions of the womb and why it's really important. So if you haven't already watched my last video on emotional toxicity, make sure you go back and check it out so that you're understanding exactly what emotional toxicity is. So when it comes to our vaginal self-care, why it's important to understand what types of emotions we typically store in our wombs is because oftentimes our body is talking to us, we're just not listening. So before I kind of get into specifics about womb imbalances, I want to touch on some of the ways that we can begin to start taking better care of our bodies in our wombs, obviously. So we know one is through diet, right? So when we eat a diet that's highly processed, that's full of additives, preservatives, sugars, when it has no nutritional value, what tends to happen is it throws off the acid-alkaline balance within our body, making our body very acidic. When our body is acidic, obviously we have all types of issues, ranging from mental fog to acne to insomnia to constipation to various womb imbalances to skin disorders, all of these things. Again, our body is always talking to us, but oftentimes we ignore the signs. And sometimes we ignore the signs so much so that we end up having to, get surgery or get medications or get on certain protocols because we've ignored the signs that our body's been talking to us about. So one of the things that is very important to understand is that as women, we tend to store our emotions not only throughout our body, but in two very specific places, our breast and our womb. And so often when we have a heartbreak, when we have a traumatic experience, traumatic sexual experience, or a traumatic experience from our childhood, even if we've had a painful pregnancy and a painful delivery, these emotions that are released throughout our body, when we're going through these experiences, when we're trying to process these thoughts and these feelings and these experiences, they tend to stay stuck and stagnant within our body. So many times clients and other people will reach out to me and they'll have specific issues, physical issues in the body, dealing with the womb, dealing with other parts of the body. And one of the issues that I want to talk about today are the emotions that lead to a lot of these womb imbalances. So we're going to touch on anger, resentment, and guilt. Whoa. So oftentimes when we have a breakup and we go through something that's really painful and hurt, and when we get really hurt behind it, we go through that experience of really being angry. We can become very resentful, and then we can also feel very guilty. And all of these three emotions tend to be rooted in a state of mind where we're judging ourselves, we're judging our partner, we're judging the experience. And think about it. Whenever you're in a space of judging someone or something, how do you feel? Whenever you pass judgment on someone else or even yourself, it never invokes positive energy. It never invokes positive vibration. It always invokes negative, low vibrational frequency. And oftentimes anger, and resentment and guilt, these emotions are rooted in a lack of understanding, a lack of awareness, or even just us judging a situation. One of the things that we want to begin to do as women, as we focus on healing the emotions of our womb, is learning how to forgive ourselves, learning how to forgive the people that we perceive have done us wrong, and really not just this whole thing of like, oh, I forgive you. Because I mean, all the time people say, oh, just go forgive. But then people are like, well, how exactly do I forgive? Because just because you say you forgive somebody doesn't mean you actually forgive them. Forgiveness is a process. And when we get to that point where we say, you know what, I accept this experience for what it is. I accept my role in this experience. I understand that this experience was there to teach me something, and now I need to get the lesson. When we can get onto that part, then we can get onto healing our body, healing our wombs, healing our minds, healing our spirits, and becoming more whole. But oftentimes, like the Buddha said, anger is you drinking poison, expecting the other person to die. And that other person has already gone on with their life, but yet you're now manifesting issues of the womb. So one of the issues I want to touch on today is endometriosis. And oftentimes I know that there are a lot of women who struggle with endometriosis, even fibroids or any other types of female problems that may come up. Dysmenorrhea, amenorrhea, the absence of a cycle, an extended cycle, a painful cycle. All of these womb imbalances are typically dealing with some type of hurt, emotional wound that has gone undressed and unhealed. So when we talk about these energies, it's important to know that from a holistic standpoint, oftentimes endometriosis represents a woman's inability to balance out masculine and feminine energy. And when you find yourself struggling to balance masculine and feminine energy, you also find yourself struggling to create space to have a healthy relationship with a member of the opposite sex, with a man. You often close yourself off to the possibilities of having something that could potentially be healthy because of fear of what has happened in the past. So you may fear that they're going to break your heart. You may fear that things aren't going to work out. And also you probably are someone that had to be strong for an extended period of time. So there may be more masculine energy present in your body, or there may be more feminine energy present in your body and not enough masculine. And so you tend to find a struggle between balancing both energies out. But anyways, endometriosis, womb issues, fibroids, cysts, dysmenorrhea, amenorrhea, PCOS, infertility, all of these things typically have a root in an emotional, mental block. So one of the things that we want to do again is begin to forgive ourselves, forgive other people, and really begin to explore what are the subconscious issues that are present, what are the emotional issues that are present, what are the physical issues that are present, so that I can begin to become healthy, whole, and healed. So if you're interested in learning more about emotional healing, I am teaching a free private training that's going to take a deep dive into emotional healing. It's called Girl Heal: How to Release the Emotional Pain of Your Past, Reclaim Your Power so you can step on to the path of your purpose. So if you're interested in learning more, you can always click the link around this video or in the bio. Until next time, take care and God bless.